Hey YouTube, James Baker here, and today I have another BOI report video. You can see in the other video that I did, I showed you how to submit the BOI report. And if you had a US company registered in the States, maybe an LLC, or even a foreign company registered in the States, then you have to submit this BOI report. If you just have one company, you don't really need this thing that I'm talking about in this video, the FinCEN Identifier, the FinCEN ID. But if you're like me and you have multiple companies, then it might make sense to get a FinCEN ID, and I'm going to get one on this video. So you may need a FinCEN ID if you have multiple companies, and the reason that you want one is because then if you change your address, you can just change your address on your FinCEN ID instead of changing it on every single company that you have. Again, it's not for everybody, but if you want one, it doesn't hurt to get. You can get it instantly, and I'm going to get it for you in this video. So on fincen.gov/BOI-facts, when you go down to question M, the FinCEN identifier, they say, what is the FinCEN identifier? It's a unique identifying number that FinCEN will issue to an individual or reporting company upon request after we give them certain information. And it's the same information that you're submitting on the report. And an individual or reporting company can only have one FinCEN identifier. Generally, we're going to do this for an individual, and that's what I'm going to do it for myself. How can I use the FinCEN identifier? When you have an identifier, reporting companies can use the FinCEN identifier and that individual in place of the individual's otherwise required personal information on the BOI report. And on the report, you're going to have to submit the same information you have to submit for the identifier. But now if we just get the identifier, like I said, you just get this number, you input the number instead, and then you don't have to upload any documents when you do multiple reports. So how do you request the identifier? We're going to go to this website. Individuals need to provide their full legal name, date of birth, address, unique identifying number, and issuing jurisdiction. I'm going to use my driver's license, but if you're from another country, you're going to want to use a passport most likely. Let's go to number 4 really quick. Are they required? No, they're not required. Do I need to update the information I submitted to obtain identifier? Yes, you need to update this information if it changes. No later than 30 days after which the change occurs. So, you know, they're pretty tight about this. And again, if you have multiple companies, it might be a little easier to just change the information here. The company information hopefully can stay the same. So you need to get a FinCEN ID application for individuals, you need to sign in or create an account with login.gov. I already have one, and this is it. We're checking the user, the FinCEN Identifier FinCEN ID application. Filers must provide information in every field marked with the star symbol in all circumstances. So, you know, we say James or A. Baker. We'll leave that a secret. And my birth date in here. Let me see. So then we're going to do a business address. I can put my office. That's great. And then I can update my state issued driver's license. Then I have to do my state issued ID, my driver's license. I need the number. I guess you can do a driver's license from another country if you wanted to. And then I upload it. Then I agree, and then I submit it. And it tells you here about how they have the Privacy and Paperwork Reduction Act notice. And basically, once I submit this, they give me my FinCEN ID, and it's done. It's very, very simple to get this number. And if you are filing multiple BOI reports, it might be useful to have. I'm going to get one. I'm not going to do it on here because you guys don't need to know my number. So if you need to do the full BOI report, click this video. This is the full BOI report video. I go through the FinCEN ID portion there briefly, but I basically don't do it. I skipped over that and I submitted my information. And for the next companies I do, I'll link my FinCEN ID. So I hope that was helpful. And, you know, I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.